Good morning. I greet everyone. My name is Esmira Hüseyinzade. Today I will speak about the lecture Introduction to Petrology, Petrography. I used with different websites of internet, also with different literature. For example, from Dr. P. Sarababu, Department of Geology, Acharya Nagar University. Second, Earth Science, Terbuk Ülütgens. Third, Alizade Babayev, the General Geology. Fourth, Galip Mehmedov, General and Historical Geology. Hydrogeology from Askarov. And website of FAO. Galip Mehmedov, the Soil Science and Soil Geography, and Hüseyinov Arif, Hüseyinov Namik, Soil Chemistry textbook. Also the Haviland John, Bettin James, Nelson Werner, Soil Fertility and Fertilizers. This is the plan of lecture. First, petrography, relation of petrography and soil science, classification of rocks, and rock cycle. First, I want to speak about geology. What's the geology? Geology is a general science about from Greek word geo, earth, logos, study, subject, study of about the science about the earth. Geology learn the earth structure, earth material structure, the processes getting on the earth. Also, despite of us the science, geology learn also the reason of these processes. Reasons of these processes. James Hutton, the Scottish farmer and naturalist, is known as the founder of modern geology. He was a great observer in the world around him and made careful reasoned geological arguments. Geology is a common general science, and there are many branches of geology. And sometimes students ask me why we learn, what is the relation between soil science and geology. I will explain you that there are different branches of geology. For example, physical geology, geotectonic, structural geology, geomorphology, crystallography, mineralogy, petrology, and etc. But we, as a soil scientist, we give attention the crystallography, mineralogy, and petrology, because it's a directly relation with soil science. Crystallography and mineralogy learn the amorphous and crystallic minerals, mineral structure, and petrology learn. Today's our lecture about petrology. One is the main of branch of geology. Petrology is about the rocks. They are the relation with the sciences of geology, and this is also the main branch of geology, geological engineering. Here we can see it's divided: civil engineering, mining engineering, petroleum engineering, and environmental engineering, which was helping with geological information. In geological engineering, fight the natural resources places, also natural gas, petrol resources places, and learn about the pollution, contaminants, groundwaters, and civil engineering learn the roads. Also, it's about roads, foundations, tunnels, slope, dams. Without geological information, we cannot just build buildings. We cannot lay the roads. Also, we cannot find the place natural resources. Geological information gives us the many things which we think. And also in agriculture, when we select the place for agriculture, also we use the geological information. Groundwater's quality we must identify with geological information. And geology is a directly relation between soil science. Here, from Greek word petrography, petros is a rock, and graphy is study. Petrography learned the rocks, their composition, structure, slope forms, and origin the rocks. Rocks, as you know from geology, natural occurring materials with coherent aggregate, one or more minerals. And what's the mineral? Let's memorize. Minerals also is a natural occurring inorganic solid, often solid material with the defined chemical and physical compositions and the unordered atomic arrangement. There are about 4,500 and 5,000 minerals in the earth. Just 50 minerals of them are the rock-forming minerals. Here are the examples of rock-forming minerals. For example, feldspar, quartz, amphibole, micas, olivine, garnet, calcite, pyroxenes are the rock-forming minerals. I said that just 50 minerals are the rock-forming minerals. Here we see the rocks in the environment. And why I give attention to the rocks? Because we know that soil is our natural, national, and more important resource in our life. And if we look at the soil formation process, the soil forming factor, we can see that there are 5 soil forming factors: time, parent material, climate, organisms, and relief. From here we understand the parent material, the soil forming parent material is the rocks. Because why we give attention rocks, give attention petrology, petrography. When we say about the rocks, which often use the term texture and structure. What's the texture and structure? If we say about the texture determined by dimensions, shape, and relationship of minerals in this rock. If we say about structure depends on general features and spatial arrangement of the larger components of the rock. There are two types of rocks, monomineralic rock and polymineralic rock. From the name monomineralic rock, we understand the mono is the meaning of one. In monomineralic rock, compose just one mineral. For example, it's a calcite mineral, and also it's a marble. Marble is a rock, but calcite is a mineral. Marble consists of just one mineral of calcite. It's a monomineralic rock. And there are also polymineralic rock. From the name poly, we understand there are more than one mineral consists of rock. For example, granite is a rock, Igneous Rocks, composed with quartz, plagioclase, feldspar, micas, and etc. It's two forms of minerals, monomineralic and polymineralic rocks. From the picture, we easily understand that it's a monomineralic because there is one color, and it's a polymineralic. There are 2 and more minerals exist. For example, rock salt is a rock rock, but it consists just one mineral, halite, as you know. Halite we use in the every day. It's a halite. Halite mineral also rock salt. Limestone also the monomineralic rock consists just one mineral. Sandstone just consists only calcite mineral. It's a monomineralic and polymineralic. It's a granite. It's a rock, granite rock, and it's a polymineralic rock. It's also monomineralic, homogeneous. It's polymineralic. There are different, we can easily see it, different color of minerals. And there are the two sort of minerals also. If the mineral in the rock contains more than 5%, we call this rock mineral rock-forming mineral. And if the mineral content of the rock is less than 5%, we call this mineral accessor mineral. Here the rock-forming minerals examples. It's a picture of rock-forming minerals. Just about 50 minerals are rock-forming minerals. Olivine, biotite, here the biotite. It's a rock-forming mineral. It's a silicate mineral, silicate group mineral, and also muscovite also silicate group minerals. By the way, the name of muscovite used from the city of Moscow. And augite, hornblende, calcium, natrium plagioclase, and calcium feldspar quartz, also rock-forming minerals. There are in our environment there are three main type of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Firstly, I will say about igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are the main part of Earth's crust, and about 95% of Earth's crust consists of igneous rocks. Igneous rocks, as the name is the magmatic rock. From the name we understand the magmatic rocks or igneous rocks came from the magma, the material which situated in the mantle core, in the mantle layer. Mantle material are with high temperature and on liquid form, and this material in the mantle layer we call magma. When this material with the volcanic processes go out, erupted in the outside Earth's surface, we call this material lava. And here we understand the igneous rocks, the molten solidification material of molten magma. The volcanic process gets with two ways, as you know. Sometimes the volcanic material erupted in the Earth's surface, but sometimes it's not erupted and solidify the beneath of Earth's surface. From this reason, igneous rocks divide two groups. Effusive, extrusive igneous rocks and intrusive igneous rocks. From X and into terms, we understand it's one extrusive rocks are the solidification material of lava. When a vulcan erupted Earth-size, there are the temperature more low than Earth beneath the Earth's surface. And extrusive rocks are the solidification material of lava. Intrusive rocks are the solidification material of molten magma. Here we can see easily the volcanic process going from its magma mantle. Volcanic process gets solidification process gets beneath the Earth's surface. Also, the outside in Earth's surface. From this process, the two types of igneous rocks differ from each other. Its structure and texture differ from each other. Here the extrusive igneous rocks, for example, main volcanic glass or obsidian. Here the igneous extrusive rock, volcanic glass we call. Sometimes it's obsidian. And here we see easily the glassy texture. When the molten material solidify in Earth's surface, there occur the glassy texture like obsidian. But when the solidification goes beneath the Earth's surface, there occurs the porphyritic texture. Also, the effusive and intrusive rocks differ from each other with density. Beneath Earth's surface, the solidification goes so rapidly than effusive rocks. It's a common intrusive igneous rocks, for example, granite. It's a granite and diorite, gabbro. We can see that it's a very heavy. Intrusive rocks are heavy, and we can not see the pure spaces from intrusive rocks. But we can easily see the free spaces, pure spaces in extrusive rocks. It's the gas places. It's also rock samples. And in igneous rocks, there are many silicate minerals. And with silicate concentration, all intrusive igneous rocks divide the group. For example, if the igneous rocks there are silica concentration up to 75%, we call these igneous rocks ultra-acid igneous rocks. If it's 65 to 75%, we call it acid igneous rocks. If 52 to 65%, it's intermediate. 45 to 52%, it's basic. And 45 or less percent, we call these igneous rocks, ultra-basic rocks, because silicate concentration affect the structure and future of igneous rocks. Here the volcanic process and the bed form of magma mantle. This dike, seal, stock and basalt lacolic bed form are in the igneous rocks. Second, the main type of rocks are the sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are the sediments on the Earth's bottom places, Earth's bottom. For example, lakes, oceans, seas, bottom, and deposits here. For sedimentary rock, they have layering. For example, there are sedimentary rock, and you can easily see the layers or bands in sedimentary rocks. Each layers differ from each other with thick, with width and color, color, particle size, and etc. The sedimentary rocks also divide three groups: clastic or mechanical sedimentary rock, chemical sedimentary rock, and organic sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks occurs in the helping the external processes, and the main factor of forming sedimentary rock is the weathering processes. Mechanical or clastic sedimentary rock, such as breccia, conglomerate, sandstone, siltstone, shale, river stone, etc. It's collected with helping mechanical processes. For example, with raindrops, with helping wine and etc. Chemical sedimentary rock, from here we understand the chemical sedimentary rocks occur with helping the process of chemical waste. For example, the dissolved material precipitate from the solution, it occurs the chemical sedimentary rocks. Dolomites, limestone, iron ore, chert, flint, also some salts as a limestone, calcite, limestones, also rockstone are the chemical sedimentary rocks. There are third type of sedimentary rocks are organic sedimentary rock, such as coal, dolomites, limestones, peat, and etc. It's the character the same with chemical process, but here introduce the organic materials. For example, there are some types of pelvic mollusks types, which when they die, their bodies consist of many calcite mineral, and after when they die, this material, calcite material, collected and cementation. After cementation process occurs the organic sedimentary rocks. For example, if you see that limestone visually, we can easily see that this organic debris. It's also a sample of sedimentary rocks, sedimentary rock types. It's river stone, loess, also one of the main sedimentary rock. It's the limestone picture, limestones, dolomite. By the way, the limestone is calcium carbonate, limestone, monomineralic rock, also dolomite, calcium carbonate, and magnesium carbonate are dolomite formula. dolomite form. I said that in sedimentary rock there have the layering or bands. We can easily see these layers. Layers differ from each other with color, shape, and thickness. Third group of sedimentary rock, I said it's, for example, coal, peat, is an organic sedimentary rocks. They sediments deposits with organic material. We know that the coal occurs from the trees without the oxygen condition, and peat also the organic sedimentary rock. By the way, coal is the one of the most widespread rock in the world. It's a peat, and peat is the main valuable fertilizer and used as a fertilizer in agriculture. It's the types of coal. It is the stone coal. Anthracite also type of coal, and lignite, turban, anthracite coal are the types of coal. In anthracite there are carbon percent more than other types of coal. It's a sedimentary rock conglomerate. It's the fossils, the organic debris in the rock. Next time I will say about metamorphic rocks, and we understand that fossils can be just in the sedimentary rocks because the igneous and metamorphic rocks occurs by helping that are used with high temperature. But in sedimentary rock, there are not isn't occur with high temperature, and fossil debris, organic debris of fossil, finds just sedimentary rocks. It's the third group, main type of rock, metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock, the metamorphos in Greek Latin word, the change of forming form. Metamorphic rocks are those formed by change pre-existing rock under the influence of high temperature, pressure, and also chemically active solution with high temperature. Metamorphic rocks can be foliated and non-foliated. If there are, you can see layers, it's the foliated. If there are no layers, it's the non-foliated textural metamorphic rocks. There are two main types of metamorphic rocks: regional and contact metamorphism. Regional metamorphism occurs in large area with the impact of high temperature and pressure. But contact metamorphism from the name, when the molten magma go through the rock, occurs the contact metamorphism. Some picture about the metamorphism process. This gray place are the metamorphic rock sample. It's a high temperature and pressure of Earth's surface. Gneiss is one of the main metamorphic rocks formed from the granite. Granite, after metamorphose, changed to gneiss, metamorphic rocks. Also marble. Marble consists of monomineralic rock, consists of calcite. Marble also metamorphic rock. There are the natural resource of marble in Georgian region. Here also marble. It's the marble, monomineralic rock, also metamorphic rock. Quartzite also metamorphic rock, formed from the quartz mineral. Serpentinite also metamorphic rock sample. Oh, it's marble bed, huge marble bed. Taj Mahal, situated in India, one of the most beautiful building in the world, one of the miracles of the world. Why I say about the Taj Mahal? Because they all material Taj Mahal constructed with the marble, white marble. It's a huge rock sample in the environment. Here we can see the layers, bands. It's the metamorphic rocks, foliated. It's foliated. There are we see layers. It's non-foliated texture. It's about increasing metamorphism. Shale, for example, shale, slate, phyllite, schist, gneiss. Shale metamorphose, gneiss metamorphose more than others. There are also metamorphic minerals in the environment. For example, talc, fluorite, epidote, garnet, serpentine, actinolite, crystalline asbestos, corundum, and etc. And one of the main metamorphic rock are the diamond, as you know. If we impact with high pressure and high temperature with coal, occur the diamond. Granite, we know igneous rocks. After metamorphosis, change to gneiss, metamorphic rock. Sandstone, sedimentary rock. After metamorphosis, change to quartzite. Shale is the sedimentary rock. After metamorphosis, change to slate and foliated structure. In environment, there are, we know the material cycle. The small material cycle we call biological cycle, and great material cycle we call geological cycle. And there are also rock cycle in the environment. Each types of rocks, for example, igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, during the many time, change each other and cycles. For example, igneous rocks after magmatism process go outside. After external processes, it's changed to sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks with high temperature and influence of high temperature and high pressure change to metamorphic rocks. And metamorphic rocks sometimes often occur in the beneath Earth's surface and go with different processes. Result of different processes go to the magma, and it's the rock cycle. We know that rocks, the main parent material of soil. Soil, I said, in our life, the main important national resource in our life. And about the soil, Leonardo da Vinci said that we know that more about the movement of celestial body of the bodies than about the soil underfoot. I said soil forming factors. There are the main soil forming factor are parent material rocks. Also, the President Roosevelt said about the nation that destroys its soils, destroys itself. Thank you for your attention, and by the way, I want to say just something. And in ADAU University will open the new soil museum. You are invited here. It will be opened soon, and here will show collected many types of rocks, minerals, also many types of soil from our region, also from the Karabakh region. And thank you for your attention. Goodbye.